Formula One literally moves across an ocean and heads over to the United Arab Emirates. Welcome to Yas Island and Yas Marina Circuit for the 2024 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, the final round of this incredible 2024 calendar. So it's the final round of the Formula One World Championship in 2024. Max Verstappen winning last time out in Qatar, but then everybody else having an even split along the running order. It really has been a crazy season. In the Drivers' Championship, Max Verstappen, obviously still the champion, 429 points now, he's extended his gap over. Battle for second is on between Lando Norris and Charles Leclerc, 8 points between them. Piastri and Sainz still in the battle for fourth as well, but Russell and Hamilton now still mathematically in, but it looks like that has been dealt with. Sergio Perez remains in eighth, the only driver outside of the top four teams not to win this year. Alonso, Hulkenberg, Gasly and Tsunoda round out page one. Lance Stroll's on 24 points from Esteban Ocon on 23, and then it's Magnussen ahead of Albon, level with Ricciardo. Behrman still on 7, Colapinto on 5, Zhou Guanyu now on 4 points alongside Liam Lawson. Valtteri Bottas moves up to 22nd, Sargent with no points, and Jack Doohan enters the fray. In the Constructors' Championship, the battle is really on. 640 points for McLaren, with Ferrari on 619. That championship is the main focus this weekend. Red Bull in third, with Mercedes fourth and Aston Martin fifth. Battle for sixth then between Alpine and Haas and RB. Williams have 17 points and Sauber on the board now with 4. But it's the battle for between McLaren and Ferrari, Alpine, Haas and RB, the focus. Let's take a look at the Yas Marina Circuit in Abu Dhabi. 3.281 miles, 16 corners, a total as well of 58 laps. It's a fantastic sweeping circuit that has been modified since opened, but still provides a challenge. Get a good exit out of the last corner, sweep downhill and start the lap. Turn 1, a long sweep, quick left-hander as well, all the way down from 8th gear to 5th gear. Accelerate the exit, don't go too wide. Prepare for uphill turn 2 to the left, then to the right for a long sweep, turn 3. Keep the power down as well as you approach turn 4, the exit, and now turn 5, a hairpin. 3rd gear corner, double apex. You can take a lot more speed in and also a great opportunity to overtake. The longest straight in Formula 1, down all the way in 8th gear, Darren as well as you're held towards turn 6 and 7 chicane. From 8th gear at over 300 kilometers an hour, snapping the brakes with around about 100 meters to go, down to 2nd gear, mid corner, keep on the accelerate, open up to 3rd gear, and keep on the power hard as you open up the 2nd DRS zone on the run down towards turn 9's hairpin as well. Another long sweeping left-hander which provides a lot of overtake and looks like an oval style corner. A lot of sweeps, a lot of easy high lines to take through as well, all filtering down towards turns 10, 11 and 12. From 7th gear all the way down to the braking zone for 3rd gear as you approach the Yas Hotel. Turns 19 and 20 modified ever so slightly as well to open up now and renamed 13 and 14. 7th gear to turn 15 now, flat out, easy the exit before a heavy braking zone down to 4th gear for the last corner, turn 16, downhill to the control line, and that is a lap of Yas Marina. Welcome to the final qualifying of the 2024 Formula One season. It's all eyes up to see what is going to be the battle. McLaren versus Ferrari in the Constructors' Championship. An outside spot for Red Bull. Battle for 6th between Alpine, Haas and VCARB as well. It's all to play for. Hello everybody, welcome up to the commentary box then. We're all getting set for what's going to be a very interesting qualifying underway in just a few moments time. Alongside me in the box will be Megan Birch, and also returning, it's Josh T with a slight cold. Hello JT, how you doing?
Just a slight cold, not like nothing major or anything. Definitely not. It's been probably the worst week in a while. It's been absolutely horrible, but it is what it is. Back at it, final weekend of the year, first weekend of the year for 2025 if you count Formula E as well.
Yay.
And well, no winter break for us. Yay.
At least we get a bit of January off. That's the best thing. And we get the rest of
Yay.
December. We get about a month off. We'll take a month before launching back into it as well. What have you made of the weekend so far? We've been struck with the Abu Dhabi curse. Luckily, we've managed to hopefully fix some pictures. Ready for this one. JT's on backup in case everything goes very wrong again. So
well,
what are you expecting?
Practice 1, you saw how I watched it.
Yes.
Practice 2, I wasn't able to watch.
Oh.
Neither was I able to do the masterclass of what you suggested. Unfortunately, that's something for another time. And practice 3, I was downstairs watching it on the Pit Lane channel, so I didn't have to listen to a certain someone.
Nico Rosberg or Danica Patrick?
Both.
First, how was the Pit Lane channel? Good?
It was good, and then I tuned back into practice 3 on Sky Sports F1 for the post-show, and I joined back to Nico calling Lewis the greatest of all time, and I was like, don't go there, Nico.
Yeah, it's quite surprising all that going on, to be fair. I was the boot licking to go to the end of it. Omi's with us as well. Omi, we've had another curse, but you've got 30 seconds. How are you finding qualifying?
Looking forward to it. The weekend started brilliantly with F2 practice. Then after qualifying, it's been absolutely terrible for me. It continued today. Hopefully F1 qualifying goes well.
Here it comes then. It's the final qualifying of the 2024 season. 3 segments ahead as well. Are we going to see yet another pole sitter? It's very close to call. It's been a magical season in qualifying. What's Abu Dhabi got to tell us? Here it comes in the company of myself, Joshua Birch, Josh T, Megan Birch, and Omi's down in the pits. Enjoy. One final time this year. It's time to hit pedal to the metal for qualifying. All set to go. One more time to go qualifying, and it's at one of the newest, fastest circuits on the calendar. Joined in 2009, modified in 2021, let's not go there. The Abu Dhabi Yas Marina circuit is a modern cathedral of what we can do in terms of building a circuit, making it rubbish, and then trying to fix it up a little bit as well. But it's an awesome speed for flat surface. You can see here it's a total of 3.281 miles, 16 turns, 2 DRS zones as well. 1 on the back straight, 1 on the national for start-finish straight as well, down to the kink at turn 9. Elevation change in 10.24 metres, 16 turns as I say. To demand that, Pirelli bring the softest tyre range. It's hard C3, medium C4, and hard C3 tyres as well. So let's get into the session then and welcome you up to the commentary box. Myself and Josh T standing by. Omi's in the pit lane. Megan's on her way in. JT, night has fallen an hour later than we were for practice 2 yesterday, which means qualifying is totally under the lights. and it changes the conditions once more. We don't have to deal with the crossover phase. It's simple. He who dares wins in this one.
Yeah, absolutely. And the sky orange behind the Yas Marina circuit as the sun sets on this, well, clear, but some clouds in the sky. Not that many, just a couple of small white clouds. No rain. Track temperature 30 degrees, air temperature 25 degrees. And it is looking to be a good one. And I'm not going to question the TV producers right now.
I didn't realise we had Bollywood dancers or any other form of male entertainment on the promenade, but we will transgress over. 3 different toppers from 3 different sessions. Charles Leclerc practice 1, Norris practice 2, Piastri's practice 3. Now we're into the 3 segments of qualifying for the race on Sunday in 58 laps. Omi's down there in the pit lane for us. Omi, good session ahead of us. Fingers crossed the TV pictures stay and we can get some action going as Lewis Hamilton starts his final weekend for Mercedes.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's a huge era that comes to a close. But yeah, let's hope that we can get a good F1 qualifying session to end the year. It's been a brilliant season of Formula 1 and now we arrive here for the final qualifying. Hopefully it should be good and hopefully we'll have a good battle for pole position.
And the session will be underway shortly as well. As, blimey, this is not the greatest we wanted. I've lost access to my... I had a picture-in-picture here for the Formula E, their final, and it's just gone off now, so I can't even see the end of qualifying, which is disappointing. I'll have to catch up. I don't think I've got time to catch up. Oh, here we go. So Roland and Verline in the finale, okay. That's more good news. I wonder if I click picture-in-picture back. It does, hey. So, fingers crossed for that. Reminder, if you're joining us this evening, we are going to be hosting the post-race press conference as well. So, after the race, you can hear what the top 3 drivers have to say on that matter. Getting back to qualifying, who's your pick for pole, JT? Have you got one yet?
I've not got a singular pole, but I think it is McLaren's to lose. They have been so strong this weekend. Yes, we've had 3 different drivers top the 3 practice sessions, but I believe both in free practice 2 and free practice 3 it was a McLaren 1-2. They've been looking strong all weekend, so I think they have a good chance of getting a 1-2 today as well.
And the green light will go on in about 5 seconds time and we will be underway. Under the lights here in Abu Dhabi, the green light is on and we are underway for the final qualifying of 2024. And no drivers in a hurry yet to leave that pit lane. Let's open up the speedometers and see if anybody will change. I suppose Omi down there in the pits, they all want to try and get toes together because they know this is a crucial circuit where it's a very fast sector 2 and 3.
Yep, absolutely. And the slipstreaming is really critical, of course, the second sector with 2 streets and a chicane separating that as well. So the slipstream definitely very, very critical, and it's always amazing to see how the slipstream is played out by the teams and who decides to help who. So that's always quite a lot of fun, but a little bit more of a calmer start to the qualifying than what we've had this season in terms of drivers heading onto the circuit.
And we have speedos starting to rise. Lance Stroll is venturing out onto the circuit as well. He's our first one to leave the pit lane. RPM is being fired up as well for Carlos Sainz, Hulkenberg, Magnussen and Leclerc. All getting ready to set out there as well. Oh, Leclerc's just fallen. No, he's risen up, so they're getting ready to fire the engine. There's Max Verstappen, ready to go. Stroll ventures out on a set of soft tyres, JT, brand new. So that'll probably be a scrub and in and go again.
Yeah, absolutely. And that has become the Aston Martin strategy, the only team that has fully adopted that, anew, and go out for 1 lap, maybe 2 max, then come back in and then use the same set of tyres later on in the weekend. Also coming out on the circuit is Fernando Alonso. I mean, he's on new hard tyres, so that no doubtedly, I'm predicting that is getting ready for tomorrow in the early stages of Q1 for that Fernando Alonso car.
Yeah, with you on that. Seems that picture-in-picture isn't really picture-in-picture. Just as a heads up there. I found that out. So, I'll full screen it now. There we go. I'm going to have to watch the final via that and keep an eye on it later. So, on board with Alonso then on those hard tyres. Now, this screams to me, Omi, that he's getting ready for the race because you don't qualify on hard tyres.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't qualify on the hards unless you are mandated to by the rules as well. In terms of the few sessions that we run, of course, every year, where it's the hard, mediums, and softs.
I quite liked the running situation where we had the hard for Q1, medium for Q2, and soft for Q3. She thinks I can't see her because I haven't turned around, but I heard the door go and I can see her in the reflection of the commentary monitor. Putting on her headset now, unmuting her microphone. I say good afternoon, Megan.
It is pouring it down out there.
Yes, I can tell. Hello.
Hi. Yeah, sorry, I was too busy watching this. I didn't see the
Have
time.
you done that twice now? Yeah, well, Stroll's middle sector, 17.166. Alonso 39.9. That's not going to be on the books there as well. Stroll flying it through into the lights. Megan, who's your pick for pole position? You got one yet?
I'm still sticking with Norris.
Obi, what about you? Have you got a pick for pole? Have I asked you that question yet?
You haven't, no. I'm going to go for Lando Norris then.
I will go for Oscar Piastri.
I knew you were going to go for Oscar Piastri.
After Q3, I've got a good feeling about him. Can you get YouTube up while I just watch the end of FE? Stroll there.
Where?
We have mobiles. Over the line then for Stroll. And it's a 1:24.366. A remarkably decent time there for him to lock in. And Leclerc now starts some lap times as well. So there's our banker times. And everyone else. JT, it's very late. 13 minutes in and only one time set. We could have skipped the first 5 minutes.
This?
Yeah, everyone just getting their first laps on the hard tyres. It's hard and soft sort of out on the track right now. No medium tyres. I don't think we were expecting so many hard tyre runs in the first of Q1, but that's just how this track is, and that's what they think is the best tyre for this track.
They have surprised me with this run around as well. And Ted's got news.
Crashing.
Oh no, that's Martin. I thought it was Ted. I heard Ted in my ears. Honestly, the internet is playing havoc with all of our systems today. Thank you, Megan. So we are struggling to hear things at said moment in time.
It really is tricky down there.
Yes, well, I'm hoping that we have our stuff sorted soon as we get Sergio Perez starting a lap time. Down in towards turn number 1, flicks the car in, 4th gear, 170 kilometers an hour, rise it up, 6th gear, 250, 260, 270, 8th gear as you hurl down towards the braking zone for turn number 5, slam on the brakes hard, flick down, he's chosen 3rd gear, 105 kilometers as he boosts at the exit as well, up into 5th gear, 6th gear, 7th gear, DRS open as he clicks that, 8th gear, 312, 13, 17, 19, 2, 4, 5, 3, 2, 5 on the brakes. Down now into 2nd gear, 75 kilometers an hour through the chicane at 6 and 7. Rising back up then, the long straight again with DRS. 8th gear, DRS open as you rise up. Full throttle. Listen to the braking power he has. Snap down the brakes. 5th gear, 180 kilometers an hour as he rises through the exit. 7th gear, 8th gear. How much speed can you carry into the Yaz Hotel section? Down to 3rd gear, 100 kilometers an hour he's managed. Rising back up through what used to be 19, now it's 14. 15 and 16 come into it quite quick as well. They've removed the exit curb, so you feel free to ride it as much as you like. Off the line, down to the lap, and Perez will go top. with a 1:23.559. I love having the speedos on the...
Never mind, it's been deleted.
Oh! That one, turn 1.
Who knew?
Yeah. Saw that one coming though, didn't we? Verstappen's first sector, 17.124. Albon middle sector, 36.079. Sonoda's lap time deleted now for track limits. Stroll back to the top.
Even the stewards are like, oh, Perez is at top, that's not meant to happen.
Colapinto lap time deleted as well, track limits. Albon goes top. So Colapinto goes third. Look at my shoe. I'm not. So they've got to continue finding some
It's a
time.
very busy track.
Everyone's already now. We've not had any information from race control in the previous 3 sessions. As soon as we get to qualifying, we said this, didn't we? Here come the lap time deletions. Verstappen,
Does that only count here?
1:23.516 with 10 minutes to go. Whether he holds that, we don't know.
Is it just me or does this qualifying feel just a bit weird?
It does feel slightly disorganised, doesn't it? It's been a very difficult weekend, of course, so far with the Abu Dhabi curse. Leclerc second, 1:23.709. Almost feels like a Q3. And JT, Hamilton, Russell and Alonso, the 3 who went on hard tyres, have now swapped to a new set of softs. And Sainz top.
So yeah, that will no doubt be getting them ready for tomorrow
Yeah.
with
Oi!
some scrub sets.
I've just looked at Oliver Rowland in the Formula E qualifier, had a massive slide come out the penultimate corner. And they are level, guys. Just a heads up. They were in the middle sector. Rowland and Verlaine were level in that Formula E session. We won't spoil it, but you can join right this second. Jess and Ed, who are covering that. And I'll be back for the race later on. I just need to take a look at Megan and take a look.
Right, so Piastri does a purple in sector 1 and green in sector 2. Both McLaren seem strong. Norris goes 4th, which is what he seems to be pushing for. Doesn't want to push himself too much in Q1 because Q1 is basically just try your best not to be out. It's Q3 that really, really matters. Oscar Piastri goes 4th and overtakes Norris's time.
Yeah, Doohan's got into 10th place as well on a 11th now. Gasly goes 9th. Doohan's was a 1:24.132. Jack Doohan becomes the 24th driver in 2024.
20.
It gets worse than that. We've had 24 Grand Prix in 24, and we've had 24 drivers.
A lot of 24s.
Yeah,
It's almost like it was meant to be.
a triple 24. Not bad, actually. And 4 teams have won with multiple drivers, 2 of the 4.
Yeah.
2x4. So another 24. 2 4s
And
across the board.
I've missed at least 24 sessions this year.
More, probably. Omi was only asking about where you were earlier on. Over the line comes Russell. Goes 8th, 1:23.793. Hamilton over the line and does a 1:23.887. Strolls the middle sector.
That team one. Don't think it will work. Perez.
Yeah, but four teams have had multiple race winners.
Have they?
Yeah, they must have done.
McLaren, Ferrari, Mercedes.
Well, how's that happened then? 3 teams have had multiple winners, not 4.
Because Perez hasn't won anything.
Well, we all thought that, and then Martin Brundle's got it wrong.
Perez.
Lost that lap time for track limits at turn 1. Is it clear, mate? We believe it's clear.
And
Well, then look, because I don't think so.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him asking for that to be checked out. But
No, he's all 4
That's
wheels.
Yeah, but
there was a tiny moment, wasn't it, where he had
Yeah.
neither.
a tiny moment.
That's off. You're behind the white line.
Just accept it.
Was Colapinto.
Yeah, I would say.
I'd like to see it from that other angle, personally. He was on the line. This is the thing. Is it on the line or beyond the white line? Terry
I don't
Crews
know
back
even.
for a second race.
Is he just following them?
9-9. He said he would be in Abu Dhabi, if you remember.
Yeah.
Fans have packed it now, like sardines in a tin. Which is ironic, because this used to be a fish market. If they could do this to Abu Dhabi, imagine what they could do to Grimsby. Abu Dhabi once, this circuit once looked like that. Which is ironic, considering they do have a little marina here. But we're in a desert.
True.
Yeah.
It's strange.
But
Fish
imagine-
market in a
Come-
desert.
Yeah, go on, JT.
Currently at risk, guys, is Zoe, but if you look at 16th and 17th,
I think we're safe.
11,000th back and 15,000th back behind Zoe. So the first two in the elimination zone are 15,000th
Well, Zhou
behind Zoe.
Yeah, Zhou Guanyu is looking to make it out of Q1 for the 3rd successive race, which is brilliant, just because, of course, he's spent the last 21 Grand Prix being out in Q1 and at the back.
I
of
hate
Prix.
to say this though, but you getting out of Q1, I think it's a little bit too late to say that you've already been kicked out of the team.
Yeah, both of them have
Just
now
a-
been fired. There's
Just a little bit late.
How much pressure's on Doohan right now as well?
Somebody can't do any worse.
I did not think I'd ever be saying Doohan in the commentary again. I know we had him in Formula 2, but Mick Doohan, 5-time world champion in MotoGP. I know more people who like bikes watching this session than any other. Nick's got to be a proud Aussie. Hey! Unsafe release.
That was like 6 simultaneous unsafe releases.
Valtteri Bottas getting sent out into the path. Perez breaks, but JT, get your pictures ready. Our audio just went. That's usually the first sign. So that could be a problem. Yeah, we have backup pictures this time. We're fine if our pictures go down. We have JT back. Have you noticed it's always when JT's not with us that we have problems? Canada last year, Abu Dhabi here. It's the
Every other session.
It's the Abu Dhabi curse. I'm just waiting to see what's going to break.
Nothing, hopefully.
Fingers crossed. Well, I tried to balance it out because I repaired a broken lead.
Yeah. This year will be repairing.
Colapinto and Albon then doing lap times. Albon's 18th. Colapinto is 20th at the moment. Checo also out. He's 19th. Needs to find time. Into the last corner.
Oh,
Colapinto.
Oh.
Colapinto.
Reinstation.
Oh, yeah. Perez's lap time has been reinstated as Albon goes
Even-
10th. Now, where is that going
even
to
though it was miles out
Yes. Oh,
from
and
the CCTV.
yeah, unsafe release here from Hulkenberg.
This is unbelievable, this.
Well, Rui Marquez, who's now race director, should really put a rule in saying that the minimum speed in the pit lane must be obeyed at all times. Perez goes 3rd, and that kicks Bottas out of qualifying.
You see,
That lap time reinstated.
this is why going slow in the pit lane doesn't work.
No,
I mean,
it's a long pit lane here as well.
what is that meant to do? It's not going to warm your tyres up.
Speed up, speed up, speed up, speed up, speed up, speedo. Let's have a look at Sergio Perez then. This is him coming out of the pit lane. Now watch Valtteri Bottas. So Zhou's already gone out.
Simultaneous.
Oh, and you were right about the unsafe release then as the two RBs of Tsunoda and Lawson.
You'd think at least one of the teams would be more organised.
Yeah. Now let's take a look at Checo. Well, he's all 4 wheels behind that white line.
Why has it been reinstated?
Well, apparently the front tyre was just inside that line. That's marginal. I don't agree with that personally. That should be a lap time
But
deleted.
it wasn't inside the line. It was outside the line. It was so far outside the line that I could see the blue.
Drivers are slow at pit exit now, being classified as stopped. It's quite comical. What have you got there? Down the back straight. DRS open. Valtteri Bottas in his final qualifying for now in Formula 1. Rumoured to be going either to Red Bull or to Mercedes. Is what next, Jim Brandt? Rising up the question, what is next? I have no idea, to be fair. Mercedes seems the most likely thing then, isn't it, man?
Yeah, he's missed it.
He's up by 3/10 on Tsunoda's time, so he'll find something to grapple with.
I hope he at least makes Q2.
Yeah, and Tsunoda's in 15th place as well. Drop zone with a minute to go then is Bottas. Now Zhou goes through into 12th. So it's Tsunoda, Bottas, Gasly, Doohan and Lawson. This is terrible news for Alpine, who really need points here to catch up as Valtteri Bottas shocks us all. It's a 1:23.481. Valtteri's gone to the top. Track's improving with every condition.
How did he do that?
Now.
But this will be tight.
Yeah, it will be.
Yeah, it is going to be, because everyone's getting faster and faster and faster and faster. Over the line then. Here comes Tsunoda. Goes only 12th. 1:23.735.
11th.
Oh, yeah, 11th. Sorry, thank you for that. And dicing through the traffic is Liam Lawson with Hamilton and Russell in there too. Russell getting a snap. Lawson 11th now. 1:23.735. And it's so treacherous at the last corner. I don't think they've got enough speed, JT, to start the lap times. As Gasly goes 4th. That's more like it from Alpine. Zhou, Hamilton, Colin Pinto, Alonso, and Doohan in the drop zone. And Colin Pinto's out. So's possibly Albon. Leclerc, 1:23.302.
Science pits.
I cannot believe how outmured Bottas is.
Bottas speed too, like the good old days, isn't it?
Oh my goodness.
So both Williamses stand a chance of being eliminated in Q1.
They are so going to be eliminated.
But Lewis Hamilton just mentioned the fact that it could be a terrible final session for Hamilton to be out in Q1. He's currently slowest of all in the first sector. He did not get that traction out. What's the middle sector for Russell? 2 tenths down. He's 2 in trouble. He's only 14th. I don't think Zhou's going again. No, he's not. Hamilton is. And he's up on Albon's time. So Albon might be eliminated here. It's Alonso and Doohan you've got to watch out for. Alonso's doing a good time. It's down on personal bests as well, so not many improving. I think we might reach the crescendo.
Alonso to the line, 15th.
Ah, right, that kicks out Albon. Here comes Russell. Russell takes it and goes 9th. So it's all down now to Hamilton to kick out Alonso. 2007 teammate at McLaren, Hamilton, he's out! Lewis Hamilton, in his final qualifying for Mercedes, has an absolute shocker and is eliminated at the first bout. Wow! And his floor's broken, look at that!
Oh,
Look.
that's why.
Look, he's got something underneath his car. That's why Hamilton was slow. There's no sabotage from Mercedes there. Oh, it's Charles Lamtown's been deleted.
Messed that up big time, guys.
Is that a wing?
Something's underneath the car.
It looks like an advertising board of some sort.
It's a bollard.
Bollard.
He's here, bollard. How's it? So that's his own mistake. Well, you can't say Team LH, I'm sorry, but that's his mistake, not the team's. Hamilton collects a bollard, and that's why he was so slow in that first sector. Wonder where he's collected it from, though.
I don't know, but it's blue.
Pit exit incident involving Hulkenberg noted for failing to follow race director's instructions.
This is... Oh, there goes
There
the
it
bollard. This is why we need stuff like that off the racetrack.
That's chewed up.
Where's he got it from, though?
That was bad, man. Jesus.
Yeah,
Lewis, that was bad.
yeah, because you hit a bollard, Lewis. You hit a bollard. It's not the team's fault. You, yourself, hit a bollard. Hamilton's out of Q1.
That's unfortunate.
And this is how it's happened, I think. This is Magnussen.
Why were you stopped on track?
Oh, Magnussen knocked the bollard out of the way into Hamilton's path. Oh, I don't believe it. So Magnussen cuts the corner and Hamilton collects the bollard.
Really, K-Mag? Your final act of destruction in F1. You just had to do that.
And that's what cost Lewis the time in the final corner. That's why Lewis was so slow. Because he was up in sector 2 and I couldn't work out where he got less time.
I just love the fact
Wait,
that
I just walked in and just found out that Lewis Hamilton was out of Q1.
Yeah,
Really?
your prediction, Jess, from end of FP3 is absolutely right. Wow. Yeah, go on.
Can I just quickly say, K-Mag slowed down, could have avoided that bollard, but didn't. He
Yeah.
just pushed out of the way quickly. His final act of destruction in a qualifying session. Hopefully. Unless he decides to do something else.
He is in Q2.
Yeah.
Let's get that underway.
He's aiming for the next.
Yeah, here's your results then. Standing orders. Leclerc top, Bottas second, Sainz third, Verstappen fourth. Yeah, Gasly fifth, Perez sixth, Magnussen seventh, Piastri eighth, Russell ninth, Norris in 10th, Hulkenberg's 11th, Stroll's 12th, Lawson 13th, Tsunoda 14th, Alonso 15th. Out is Albon, Zhou, Hamilton, Colapinto and Doohan in 20th place. Well,
Joe's not last.
Yeah, Zhou not last, but still out for the first time in a couple of races. Double yellow flags out while they repair it all. Who's in the box then? Who's alongside now?
Is that why I stay in the pit so I can get some food? 'Cause I'm starving.
Fair dues, fair dues. I'll select JT then on the camera angles. Jess, how was Formula E?
It was a really close qualifying. I won't spoil things too much, but it was a really good session. Really enjoyed it.
I'll catch up with notes writing during the session, the F1 Academy. We'll start on We'll start in this box and we'll hand it to Jess at the end. So I've got to go sort loads of things out. It's just crash bang wallop today. JT, your thoughts on that session?
It was a really interesting session, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So many big dramas. Start of Q2 will be delayed.
Oh.
I've just got on my timing screen. So everything happening out on circuit. We've got turn 6 and turn 14 is double yellow while they change everything, replace bollards and move some stuff around, as that's where the bollard got taken from and that's where the bollard ended up. So at those two parts of the circuit, really interesting session. Valtteri Bottas getting back to his old self, but I believe we've got something down at the Skypad with
Anthony.
Hamilton.
Let's take a look at Hamilton. So basically, he has Magnussen in front of him from very early on in the lap. This is the way in towards turn 9. So already he's feeling the dirty air there from the car in front, and he'll be losing grip all the way through, especially high-speed corners like that. Let alone the bollard that gets kicked up by his fellow friend at the end, who tries to get out of his way, but actually no, this is that's obviously that's it wasn't Magnussen, it was somebody else in front of him, but that's Magnussen here darting to the inside, kicking the bollard up, and it goes flying across the circuit. There's absolutely nothing that Lewis could have done there. So he's had someone else in front of him dishing up a whole load of turbulence, and then he's got a bollard that he picks up, and that gets stuck under the car for good measure. So the lap completely gone. One thing I'm just going to pick up actually a little bit further behind. So this green display on his steering wheel just here, that's telling him that he's up, he's ahead on his reference time. So he's still up on this part of the lap, and then it obviously all goes away at the end. So poor old Lewis, it wasn't supposed to end like that, but hey, that's motor racing, and tomorrow is another day, of course, and that's where you pick up the points and the trophies. Then finally, we're just going to end here with Perez. I just want to take another look at this one because, yeah, it looked so tight, didn't it? And the beauty of this is that we can obviously pause it and go frame by frame and zoom in even further. So you're looking for any part of tyre that is in contact with that white line. Is so close, isn't it? Personally, I think it's too close to call. It's like that's probably the moment where he is, if anything, he's going to be away. But I think right here you can just see that left front tyre, if my arrow actually works this time, just at that point. What is going on? At that point there, I think his front left tyre is still just in contact with the lines there. He was right, wasn't he, to question it, and we can hear from his radio now.
You were right, the 23.5 first run has been reinstated.
I told you, man, wait the you don't check. We just waste our set.
Everyone apart from Max has gone back out on the new set. Everyone apart from Max. Max is pushing up.
Yeah. It's irrelevant what
What was that?
set online on Linktree.
Okay, copy that. Full review.
Yeah, not the best look around there. Let's head over to Martin. Russell Radio.
Yeah, I was trying to get out of the way of Lawson and went as wide as I could without going off the track. Otherwise, I've got my lap deleted.
Yeah, he remembers
George Russell explaining why he went off the track, and his teammate Lewis Hamilton wandering back to do some media interviews. He's out of qualifying. As we welcome our viewers to Sky Sports main event, we're just waiting for the start of the second part of qualifying. We've had a slight delay while the race officials put a bollard back into its place. That Kevin Magnussen, in his bid to get out of the way of other cars, knocked off its perch onto the track. Lewis Hamilton ran it over, and sadly for Lewis Hamilton, it cost him in the final sector.
Ah! Danger! What the hell? Where is she? She's on
What
top of a
have
boat.
I just seen?
It's a boat. It's a yacht.
She's on top of a boat yacht mast. What the hell?
What the hell?
Obviously, child is not the best thing. Yeah,
Safety laws.
yeah, child safety laws not a thing now. Green light's on then, as we get going. For
Also,
Q2.
breaking news, the real reason that the delay was not for the bollard. It's so Sky Sports main event viewers did not miss the start of Q2.
Football's
Fair
over.
enough.
Yeah, football's overrunning. We need a shush. That would probably make sense. Why join on Sky Sports main event mid-session? I mean, I personally wouldn't do that.
What? I know why. Football!
Oh yes, it's not like it's the final race weekend of all. If Formula 1 was smart, they would air it on Sky Showcase, which is basically Sky 1. The free-to-air Freeview channel, of course. Dream Team used to air on Sky 1, that was great.
Yeah.
So, Q2's underway, slow start. Verstappen, Leclerc, Bottas, Sainz, Gasly, Perez, Magnussen, Piastri, Russell, Norris, Hulkenberg, Stroll, Lawson, Tsunoda and Alonso. Verstappen's the only one out there at the moment. Let's get everyone's thoughts. First of all, Obi, what did you make of that session?
Well, very interesting session, major shock, a sad shock. We all wanted to see Hamilton fighting in Q3 and fighting at the front in his final race with Mercedes. Unfortunately, it's not to be, and hopefully he has a very good day tomorrow. But yeah, traffic continues to be an issue, of course, at the final corner. Always is the case in Abu Dhabi. Now we're in Q2. Now we're going to lose 5 more drivers, and I think we could see a bit more of our big contenders having to be a bit more careful in this session to make sure that they aren't eliminated.
Got a question from KK Jones. Says, who's hotter, Toto or Gunther? Who's hotter, Toto or Gunther?
Well, Toto's the one in Abu Dhabi, so
I bought the preference for Gunther. He's funnier.
Russell and Lawson has been reviewed with no further action for impeding.
Yeah, Russell couldn't do anything about it really. So yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, but neither can Max Verstappen. Precedents have been set here. I wonder if Max went out and he's going to try and test getting a penalty now.
I mean, I'd do that.
You know, like test getting, see how many people he can get a penalty for. So he said he's going to do
I've
the press
also
conference.
seen on the meme F1 group that I'm in, is that Max Verstappen will do his gender reveal this weekend, tomorrow, in the race, where he will reveal the gender of his baby by crashing into an Alpine or a Williams.
Everyone gets really confused when he crashes into a Mercedes.
It's like, huh? Surprise, it's Lewis's.
No, Megan, George. Drama.
No, there's too much drama between them.
That's the whole point. You want chaos, Megan, for Christ's sake.
Don't you absolutely love Lando Norris giving us all of the gossip from the dinner?
Oh yes, yeah, that was quite funny.
But then F1 made them sit next to each other for the team photo of all of the drivers.
So Verstappen's middle sector. It's a 35.785 as they come through. Into the last corner for Verstappen. Fires out. I've just been told some interesting news on radio. He's broken track limits. So Max with a 1:22.998 is going to have his lap time deleted. And yeah, so he's broken track limits.
If he crashes into an Alpine, does that mean it's French?
Or German. Russell's first sector.
Or no, wait.
Where are you going?
I was thinking of Williams. Never mind.
Still, congratulations. It's going to be a very difficult June for them, with Max Banner being in Montreal and everywhere else.
Be funny if the
Is that one the baby shoe?
Yeah. Same weekend as the Mon, apparently. However, there's a photo going around that they were both holding her stomach in August.
So they knew by then.
Which means probably June, which means it'll
May.
Yeah.
So Monaco. At least they'll be at home.
That's probably when it is June. They'll probably time that, knowing Max.
Probably.
Russell on the 1:23.805. They'll probably time that.
When was the Canadian
They
Grand
timed
Prix?
that for the final race weekend.
June. 1:23.522 for Hulkenberg, going second fastest at the moment. Into the last corner. Here comes the Ferraris then. Charles Leclerc goes fourth. Well, that's a build-up lap then. And Sainz possibly the same. As he comes over the line, Bottas starts time. Yes. Oh no, second. 1:23.516. Lando's. I'm surprised here. Here he is in the last corner. Fastest sector 1. Personal best sector 2. Oh, he's a 10th off of Verstappen. So 1:21.098. Exactly a 10th separating them at the moment. This is Leclerc. Oh! Nearly in the wall at turn 14. Look at the snap he's going to have. Look, drifts it wide, heading to the barrier, catches it.
That was so close.
Nearly crashed into turn 14.
And that is why Nicholas Latifi will never have the talent that Charles Leclerc will. Because he saved that. Did Latifi save it? No, he did not. Somebody buy him Nutella now. I like Nicholas Latifi. He loves Nutella.
9 months before May is August.
So, August, yeah. That's when they'll hold his stomach.
Summer break.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true, actually. Before Zandvoort.
Yeah.
I just can't wait for when Max wins at Zandvoort next year, stands on top of the podium and lofts the new baby like Lion King.
That's a bit rude, Josh.
What?
Losing your baby.
Lifts the baby above him like the circle of life.
Unless someone else wins like Lando.
I thought you said lost the baby.
Jesus Christ, Jess.
Unless Lando wins, then it's just like, okay, mine now. But he can't even take care of a dog right now, so.
No. Wow. Verstappen top.
That's his own.
Piastri.
That's his own words. He said, I can't take care of a dog right now.
JT.
He wants it.
We have all across this season looked at track maps and gone, what does it look like? Well, while you and Jess were having your shenanigans about Max's baby, I just stared at the track map, and the section between the last corner and turn 6 looks like a boot.
It does!
Really?
It really does.
What angle are you looking at it from? Oh no, I see it.
I see many things in this picture.
Twist it like that.
Oh, I can see it. I can just see many things.
Yeah, I see it now.
So what else does it look like, Megan?
Cling on back there.
Drivers into the pit lane then. Q2 usually going down the road.
And like someone's
Q2 podcast.
I was about to say that, Josh.
So, in the drop zone is Alonso, Stroll, Magnussen, Bottas and Gasly at the moment.
Hey, it looks like a carrot on a workplace top.
I'm getting all this. What? Can you all see what I'm seeing?
I see many things.
What?
I can't see what Megan's on about here.
That's a work top. That's a carrot.
What?
No, but if I lean any longer, my headset's going to fall off. So
Megan is seeing very weird things right now.
I'm an artist.
I'm going to
My
have to
job
put
to
Widow
see
in
multiple
F1
things.
Academy.
What?
Weird things on the map.
No. Oh, yeah! I see that.
Here's the
See what?
replay of Carlos Sainz into the hotel section.
Oh!
Slow Red Bull on the inside.
Imagine if it was Perez.
That is Perez.
Oh, it is.
This is his radio.
Perez was on my way in front was.
I think the stewards will agree with that.
Yeah. I'm not gonna. I can't read this out on air, but Keke, I see it. I see what you're on about.
You can't see the camera.
No, but I can see that. Okay, Abu Dhabi. Do you know what's even worse? Kareem Chanlock redesigned Turn 9. And that section of the circuit, he redesigned it.
Of course.
What was Kareem doing when he redesigned that part of the track?
I don't think we want to know.
And out they come, the Valley of 15. Knockout time is a 1:23. Oh, well, that's because that was too late from... No, you're not allowed to do that.
How did they think that was going to work?
They're not, the RBs need to be investigated here because they're not allowed to stop in the normal area of the pit lane. Ted!
Crofty. They've all gone out at the same time and now are just sitting there at the end of the pit lane. Just quick shout out for Yuki Tsunoda, great lap from him. Finally, the RB has shown some pace with an upgrade this weekend, a new front wing on that RB for Yuki and for Liam.
Just Ted.
The RB mechanic was also had a foot in the fast lane, Josh.
Ah, big no-no. Huge no-no. Rip your badge off, you no-no. And there's Arthur Leclerc.
Low.
Low, yeah. They missed a trick. It should have been C-L-E and A-L-E. LA.
Yeah, but
LA.
then everyone... Well, we had this conversation at school yesterday. We were like, maybe they didn't want some alcohol on their leaderboard.
Ale. Oh, yeah.
Why did we do L-E-L?
Ale.
No, L-E-L. Why did we do that?
L-E-L.
I mean, what if suddenly Lorenzo decides, oh, I want to become a racing driver and somehow gets to Formula 1 and then he can't have that? It would make more sense for him to have that.
Law.
Lawson.
L-O-R. Leclerc radio.
The AlphaTauri there was over the limit.
It's not an AlphaTauri, but I get your point.
You're right, they did miss a trick with ale.
Yeah, look at that mechanic.
Fast,
there.
yeah. You're not allowed to put a foot in the fast lane, and that's what you've had. Well, just want to bring up another point actually on that front. You're not allowed to cross the white line and the black line. That's designated the red zone. And no one's allowed to go across that unless you're a pit wall member.
No man's land.
Yeah, it's no man's
He
land.
was right in the middle of the red
Yeah.
zone.
All
He
the
now
photo-
designates as a pit reporter because he's decided he wants to leave.
Not even Ted's allowed in the pit lane during qualifying.
He's just like, I am sitting here because I am now a pit reporter.
That's the
Because
thing.
I don't feel like taking part in the session.
In practice, you're allowed in the actual pit lane. But in qualifying the race, JT, you know this, you've been trackside with me, there is a red line in front of all the pit garages. There is a red line and it says pit lane, and you're not allowed to go beyond that line.
I'd just step in it.
No, they've got security.
What if I did this?
However, me and JT at Brands Hatch at the end of the day were just going a here, there and everywhere. Even through garages.
Yeah, I remember that.
Well, it was quite funny.
Recording in garages.
Yes, even recording. And more of that next year with British touring cars as well. Just randomly walking into people's garages, sticking microphones in their face going, hello. Anyway, 1 minute to go, and Magnussen goes in 11th on a 1:23.877. Gasly's 15th fastest, and we'll still try and find that time. Russell, and look at Hulkenberg! There's the shocker for Q2. It's a 1:23 on that board. Remarkable time for that. 42 thousandths away from Verstappen. Verstappen's decided to box. Now, is that going to be crucial? Is the track getting quicker? Gasly over the line, and Gasly goes third. 1:23.086. Russell's in 8th across the line. 6th fastest, 1:23.283. Perez just behind, goes 7th. Lance Stroll's improving. Charles Leclerc's in the drop zone at the moment.
Sainz possibly at risk as well in 9th.
And remember, Leclerc has a 10-place grid penalty wherever he qualifies for a new battery energy store unit that was plumbed in. So this could be him starting worst back of the grid. Flags out. Here comes Stroll. He goes 10th now. Lawson down to 11th. And Leclerc is 49 thousandths away from safety. Here comes Alonso. Over the line. Checkered flags out. Goes 6th. And now Sainz is in danger. Both Ferraris are about to kiss goodbye to the constructors. Black, blue smoke from the back of Leclerc as he exits the line. And he's fastest. 1:22.980.
Deleted. Track limits, turn 1.
No! Leclerc's out of qualifying. Leclerc will start at the back of the grid. And Sainz might be out. Who goes second? 1:22.985. Now, what lap time was that? It was Leclerc's lap. It's been deleted, but it has yet to be removed from the timing tower. But it's right.
There it goes.
And it's gone. He's 13th. Charles Leclerc starts the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix from the back of the grid. Lawson goes through to 11th. Sonoda's gone through. And Valtteri Bottas might just make it worse if Valtteri can get through.
He'll be able to.
Into the last corner. Boot it hard. Does Valtteri have a surprise? Yes! Bottas for the first time this year is into Q3. 1:23.341. It is the back of the grid with a possible pit lane start for Charles Leclerc. Ferrari's dreams of a Constructors' Championship might just be over.
And lap was deleted. Oh, freaking way. Go turn 1. Yep, turn 1.
And he knew, didn't he?
Yeah, he knew. I want to see a replay of that. Thank you.
It might get reinstated.
Let's have a look. Was he over the line? Turns in. Oh, that's marginal. That's more marginal than Perez.
Yeah. Reinstate it!
Let's have a look on the off-board security camera. No, that is all 4 wheels off the line.
That's gone.
From the on-board, it looked close. From the off-board, it's not.
Well, that's a shame.
Sonoda, Lawson, Stroll, Leclerc and Magnussen out. I've got a feeling that we're going to... Well, we've got Hamilton and Leclerc starting from the back of the grid. Sainz could be on pole.
Good luck. Good luck. That's as fast as she goes.
Well, let's see.
Ever.
Yeah. Yeehaw as well. Let's see what he does in Q3. That's coming up next here for the finals qualifying of 2024. Let's take a look then at the full results. It's Sainz on provisional pole. Of course, he's got to go through Q3, but it's a decent lap time there. 13 thousandths faster than Verstappen with Hulkenberg third, Gasly's fourth, Norris fifth, Piastri is 6th, Alonso 7th, Russell 8th, Bottas 9th, Perez as the top 10. Eliminated was Sonoda, Lawson, Stroll, Leclerc and Magnussen. And out already was Albon, Zhou, Hamilton, Colapinto and Doohan. Love to get your thoughts then. Omi, starting with you. What do you make of that session?
Well, I did say there was going to be a shock elimination, and it seems like it's Leclerc, and he will be starting all the way at the back with possibly a pit lane start as well. So yeah, that's Ferrari's hopes down the drain of the constructors championship as well. I've just seen Crofty is trending for some reason, so let me go work out what's going on with that.
Go back to us when you know it. As we take a look at Stacey Dooley, of course, married to a Grimberrian, so an honorary Grimberrian, even though she's from Essex. JT, what about you?
Yeah, it's really good qualifying so far. So many big shots. Hamilton, now Leclerc. And, well, we've got a couple of names that we didn't expect to see in Q3, which is always good to see as well. 2 drivers that we expected not to be out, and they are. And 2 drivers, you could argue, just 2 drivers, that we are surprised that are in Q3, depending on if you count Perez as one of them or not, as he scrapes through. In 10th, we've just had confirmation that Q3 will start at 18:51. So for my calculations, guys, if we have a clean Q3, no red flags, will only be a 3-minute delay.
Getting good as we come into it for this one. 394 people watched Formula E qualifying. That's up on previous years, so we're having a good day. Don't forget, you can join us for the Prix later. Right now, let's join Sky Sports F1, and I believe having a word, first of all, with Anthony Davidson.
Poor old Charles Leclerc, just what he didn't need. That exit of turn 1, just biting him there, and we'll just pause it and have a look. And this one, I think, is different. Crofty was right. You can see the blue before the white line. And, yeah, I think that's a slam dunk, really, isn't it? So a bit of an easier one for the stewards to look at than Perez. So I'm not surprised that he had that lap time deleted. So, yeah, tough one for Leclerc. I think, again, it's one of those corners that could really benefit from having a bit of gravel just where his right rear tyre is. I don't know why they haven't done it here, but maybe something that we can see next time we come here. What else have we got? Gasly. In turn 5, he had a bit of a moment on his first run, and that's why the pressure was on him. He had a lock-up into this corner on his first run there, lost a lot of time, way too wide, and that's why he was bottom of the timesheets before that final run. But he put it together on that final run and got the best out of the car. And Magnussen as well, it was a strange one. I was expecting both Haas to get through into Q3, but he had this moment in turn 1 on his first run, and as Martin was pointing out during his second go at it, the car just didn't look hooked up. So there's turn 1 there was a sure sign that it maybe didn't have the same balance as his teammate. Hulkenberg had a much better run of things. And yeah, I think we can now go back to you, Crofty.
Thanks ever so much, Ant. If you weren't with us for Q1, the big headline was that Lewis Hamilton was knocked out after Kevin Magnussen knocked over the bollard, and Lewis Hamilton collected it and lost time in the final sector. Leclerc's misfortune and 10th-place penalty will promote Hamilton up the grid, but he starts in his worst spot ever here. He's talking now to Craig Slater.
Sorry about that, Lewis. We saw Magnussen knock the bollard off. It's just not a lot you can do about that, I guess.
No, it's just my luck, but it's okay. You know, we tried so hard with the setup. We got the car in a great place, and it was looking good in P3, so I was really thinking maybe a podium is possible this weekend. And yeah, then timing was not optimized for the session. I was the last one on the track, and obviously I ended up behind one of the Alpines right at the end, so I just ran out of time.
From the outside, we felt a tremendous warmth from you and the team around each other, and from the fans, you know, to witness this last race at the team. Have you felt that from the inside as well? And what do you think you can do tomorrow? Can you have a bit of fun coming through the fields?
I mean, I tried to. I mean, as I said, the car's been feeling decent, yeah, to go from the P1, P2, I was always relatively in the top 5, to then being 18th, kind of like definitely changes the look into the weekend, but I'm still trying to be really present. I'm still really grateful. The team have been, you know, the car's been completely different this weekend, and it's been so much nicer to drive. And so my hopes are high, but it is what it is. I'll try and come back from that.
Green light is on, and for the final time in 2024, qualifying is underway here as we take a look down at the turn 5 Apex. Nico Hulkenberg out there as well. Looks like everyone's heading out there on some older used tyres as well. Let's get the thoughts then of Zach Brown. He's with Sky F1.
For each of your drivers going into this Q3, yeah, in McLaren?
Yep, correct. I think Max might be the only one with 2 new sets, I think.
And we've seen you looking so strong through the free practices, but it doesn't look anything like as easy now in qualifying.
No, it's not. Well, I think we need 2 mega laps from our drivers. I think we've got a pole run in us, front row, but it looks like there's 3-4 cars that are in the same ballpark. Sainz, Max, and we've got some there that are a little bit surprising, but are very quick. So we need a good lap.
And any concerns, because you're carrying a lot of downforce, any concerns of raceability tomorrow?
No, we feel pretty good over the longer runs, so feel pretty good. But yeah, our sector 2's not what I'd like it to be.
Zach, thanks ever so much indeed.
So let's go around the room, starting with Omi. Omi, who's going to be your pole? Is it staying where you're going to pick it at Norris?
Yeah.
I'm sticking with Piastri. Megan, you sticking with Norris?
Yeah.
JT?
I am going to go for Norris, and because I picked the same as everyone else, I am going to go for Josh's random qualifying prediction. Bottas 4th.
Oh, okay. I like that gamble, actually. Let's have a look at Hulkenberg's first sector, 17.178. If you wonder where Jess is, she's having some food after a very well-deserved break from covering a load of different series. Verstappen starts his time. Hulkenberg as well, already beaten that first sector by Russell, who's done a 17.072. So, finding the time. Rising up. Sector 2. He's in maximum. DRS open as well. Just take the speeds. Oops. What goes on with it, to be fair? Oh, I know what that is.
What?
I'll tell you later. Here comes Hulkenberg then, over the line. And it goes fastest. It's a 1:23.492. And middle sector's looking good as well.
Is it something you went away?
No, I'll tell you what it is. Russell second, 1:23.697. Verstappen in there too. We've had that before, but I've just figured out what it is. It is, as we'll move that. Oh, Verstappen spun it! How did he save that? And set the fastest time! What was that? Verstappen gets away on the dust, exit the last corner.
Where did that come from?
Sends it towards the pit wall, picks it up, and the world's longest drift, and he's got it. And he's 3 tenths quicker than anybody else.
How much quicker would he have been?
Please let that be the pole time.
I really cannot hope that is now.
That was fantastic. Verstappen, sideways out the last corner, drifting across the line and picks it up and does a 1:22.945. Is anyone going to beat him?
So what is it?
No, Piastri. He's 40 thousandths off. Verstappen did a drift and still can't be beaten.
Piastri lap time delete.
Oh, well, there that goes. Verstappen challenging his inner Jean-Eric Verne. Yeah, it was. That was like Verne did it.
4,000.
Oh, my goodness.
Norris channeling the number 4.
4,000 separate Verstappen and Norris, and Verstappen can go faster because he made a mistake.
Wait. There's 2 drivers within 4 thousandths of a second. 24.
It's going again. Let's have a look at it, Megs. Gets in the dust. Picks it up before hitting the wall. And that's why he's a 4-time world champion. That was epic. Lizzie, just, on the curb, towards the wall. I'll hook it up and across the line. Showboating as ever is Max. It's a faster line. Wow. Right, that screen that everybody saw that was half and half, it's the vertical screen for when we go live on Instagram and TikTok.
Oh.
That's what it is. It must have transferred over. I don't know how, but it's not supposed to be on that. So it's the virtual scenes for the horizontal. That if we
Was that the vertical 1, 2, 2?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's for yeah, JT knows 'cause he's got the JSON file. So that it must have just slipped into it, and that's why it keeps going wrong. Kind of spoiled the plans because we used it in pre-season testing, but if we get TikTok, we can go live on there. That's the plan. And we'll be live on YouTube and TikTok, as well as YouTube and Twitch. Hello.
You are not becoming ITV and British touring cars, Josh.
That might be. Just really hard getting ready for every other series as well.
I mean, it's not like you're adding even more series next year, and we struggled with this year.
I think we handled this year quite well.
Making the chaotic weekends even more chaotic.
World Superbikes.
We could only just manage.
British Superbikes. Goodwood Revival. Goodwood Festival of Speed. We've got the Goodwood members meeting. Goodwood!
And Piastri's lap time is being reinstated, so that will put him third.
Right, so hang on. That's in, but Leclerc's was out. But that's more out than what it was before. Let's have a look at Zach Brown.
Oh, guess what, Zach? Good news for you. It's going to be reinstated.
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
more than Leclerc.
You were right, Crofty. That is.
Oh no,
That's
it
not
is
the
in.
Same as
Just
exactly the same, isn't it? As
That's
Checo Perez, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's good news. Then that takes the pressure off me. He can go out and just drive his normal hot lap then, Zach, for this final run.
Yep. I wouldn't say all the pressure's off, but a little bit of pressure is off. So, no, that's good. Now we got a final run here for everyone.
Thanks.
Thanks, Zach. I don't know where to go with this one anymore. This season is running in and out, checking all about, and do the okie-dokie.
I'm tired.
Tom Stella.
Now-
What's on, Godgety?
in Lando Norris's words, this season has been up and down, side to side, like a roller coaster.
Yeah. Omi, love to know what you made of Verstappen's slide and that Piastri line infringement.
First of all, talent. Second of all, Piastri, well, deserved that lap. It was still in. And he's got it back for P3, and he can fight with his teammate, along with Verstappen, who this time tries to take the final corner normally to the front of the field. But we're watching Sergio Perez, first of all, who's currently in 8th.
And also in Lando Norris's language, Max Verstappen does not lack talent.
He does not, and Verstappen's the only one to stay in the pit lane as everyone else has come out on the lap, and including that of Sergio Perez, who's racing past Piastri now into the braking zone. Is Piastri going to block him? Did he get through? Yes, he did. There he is.
I love how confident Max felt for so long.
Verstappen's out of pit lane now.
Well, I wonder why Verstappen feels confident after having pole here in 2020, 21, 22 and 23. Yeah. He's on course for a 5-time pole run. In the COVID years, he's been dominant.
COVID really was his friend.
Yeah. In the 2020s, only one man's been on pole here in Abu Dhabi, Max Verstappen. And we've all gone against him in the order of picking.
Yeah, why did we do that?
I don't know.
I didn't even know that statistic as well.
Never, it says it right here. Never just,
Yeah,
he's also
looking
won.
down.
He's also won every year as well. He's had pole and win. In every year.
Lewis did too.
Should have had it in 21, but that's a different matter. I said then and I said it now. Lewis deserved the race, Max deserved the championship. That's my view on 21.
Yeah.
Has been and always has been.
Look at how many
Perez
Mercedes-
is done, Josh.
Oh, is he done?
He's
Right.
going slow into 5, and he backed off after turn 1.
So his best is
final
4th on
run.
a 1:23.264.
McLarens are gearing up.
Oh, and Oscar chasing his first ever pole position is 5 thousandths off of Verstappen's best time.
Oh, at least it's only 5 thousandths.
Final qualifying then in the final minute of 2024 into the braking zone for turn number 6 and 7
Ooh,
for
Hulkenberg.
Piastri. What's up with Piastri? What's up with Hulkenberg?
Nothing. That's the thing.
Oh, middle sectors at 35.718 and Valtteri Bottas goes 4th.
What are you drunk today?
1:23.204. JT's top 4 prediction might be right. Timing screens clinched. Verstappen and Hulkenberg. This comes Hulk.
Oh my god!
Hulkenberg's on pole! It's a 1:22.886. His second career pole.
How? At the moment.
Where the? When? I don't know.
Gasly 4.
Gasly goes in 4th position. Here comes Piastri searching for his first career pole position. He's done it. 1:22.
Nice improving.
Thanks,
So is Norris.
Thanks, Jess. I'll take it from here. Checkered flag comes out. Piastri's on top. 1:22.804. Hulkenberg 2nd. Verstappen in 3rd. Sainz looking good, but the sectors are improving. Here comes Carlos Sainz. Out of turn 14. Alonso goes 6th. Perez in the pits. Sainz up to the line. Big mistake out the last corner. He'll cross it. It's 2nd. Cost him 20 thousandths. What a top 3 we've got. Separated by less than a 10th. Lando Norris onto pole position. 1:22.595. He's 2 tenths quicker than Piastri. Storming time from Norris to take another pole position. He's 9th of his career. Can Russell get 3 poles in a row as he comes over the line? 7th only, can't do it. Verstappen's down as well as he's coming in. Verstappen's left out there. Can he do anything to get pole position? No! 5th only. The record is broken for Verstappen. The 2020s when he's been on pole has been done. It's a 1-2 for McLaren, with Carlos Sainz in 3rd and Charles Leclerc standing in the back. McLaren's road to a Constructors' Championship has just been paved with gold here in Abu Dhabi tonight.
And I just can't believe Hulkenberg is currently 4th and will start ahead of Verstappen.
Insane.
And Perez. And they're both Mercedes.
Yeah, that's insane from them. I don't know how that's happened. Gasly's a great session as well from him, being in P6. Everyone has completed their time, by the way, despite not doing the flag. Wow. JT, what about you?
Well, I said
Oh, Batman.
Bottas in P4, but then again, it's an unexpected P4, so I'll take half a point on that.
No.
I'll take a point on Norris pole, and I'll take another point on the McLaren one too, so thank you.
Jess, what about you?
I'm still shocked about Hulkenberg. What a qualifying from him. Bloody hell.
Nico Hulkenberg. Haas have just tweeted P4 on his final appearance in the Haas team before he goes to
Please
Sauber.
get a podium for Hulkenberg.
I'd love that.
What a mate. That was pole. Yeah, beautiful job. Well done, guys. 1-2, well done.
Yeah, good effort. Very strong.
9th career pole for Lando Norris in Formula 1 as well. And now he'll run around to see what he can do by the time we come to racing in Abu Dhabi. A 1-2 for McLaren as they chase their first Constructors' Championship in 26 years. Been made easy for them. Omi, what do you make of that session?
Unbelievable. Can't believe what I just saw at the end, momentarily. But yeah, in the end, it's McLaren 1-2 as they, as you described it, on the road to their Constructors' Championship as well. And well, it's going to be some race tomorrow. Let's hope we do get to see a bit of battling though at the front as well.
Okay, as it's the final time this year, let's head over to Crofty and Martin for the post-qualifying, and we'll pick it up on the other side as well.
Tonight, see how it works out on the longer runs tomorrow.
The 11 race run of poles at this track by Red Bull and Mercedes has ended. McLaren with a 3rd front row lockout of the season. To add to Hungary and to Monza, it is Norris and Piastri, who now has 6 career front row starts, but is yet to take pole for a Grand Prix. just to add to the McLaren celebrations, don't forget, the last 9 consecutive races here, all won by pole position. It's the longest current streak at any F1 track, one short of the all-time record, actually, which is Barcelona, 2001 to 2010.
Yeah, I mean, McLaren will be a little bit vulnerable on the straights, carrying that downforce, but their tyres will stay with them longer through the Grand Prix, certainly through each lap. So they're sitting pretty. They've looked strong all through the event. And they've got a Ferrari down towards the back as well. They're one of their main rivals for the Constructors' Championship.
You watch this man try and get some overtaking done from P4 tomorrow, because they've got speed on the straights at Haas.
Yeah.
This could be quite the race tomorrow night.
I mean, it's just...
It's Lando's mum and dad there, trying to attract his attention to say well done.
Those 8,000s off the front row of the grid.
Incredible. And Lando finally hears
800s. Yep.
800s
Yep.
For Hulkenberg. Good lap from Carlos Sainz. Got him into contention. Family celebrations. All the Norrises.
He'll want to make up for what happened, obviously, in Qatar with the penalty, the yellow flag. That was a brutal penalty. With some mitigating circumstances, but the rules are the rules, I guess. But that hit them hard, didn't it?
Certainly did. He recovered to get back into the points and claim that fastest lap, of course. But sadly, we were robbed as viewers, Martin, of a brilliant finish between Max and Lando. James Hinchcliffe is down in Parc Fermé, and he has Lando Norris in front of him.
And your pole sitter for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, Lando Norris, an incredible lap out there, and really a best-case scenario for the Constructors' battle. McLaren won, too. Just talk us through the run for you.
I didn't hear a thing you said, but thanks. Yeah, a perfect day for us. Probably a little bit tougher than we were hoping for. You know, we've been very quick all weekend, so we're pleased with the 1-2, but it was just a bit trickier than what we would have liked. But my lap in the end was strong, and yeah, just how we wanted to end today.
Now, you go into the race, obviously, with a pretty healthy lead in the Constructors' battle. Ferrari not having as good a day as they would have hoped. But when you go into the race, is it about finishing 1-2, trying to go for that ultimate result, or is it more about covering off Ferrari just to make sure they don't have some risky strategy that benefits from a safety car?
I mean, we got to beat Ferrari. That's the name. But we want to do it in style, and we want to win. I want to win, you know. So we know what we have to do. We're keeping our heads down. We're staying focused. But you know, we're here to win every race possible. And tomorrow we're going to have a good chance, at least with one of our cars, and we'll be giving it everything we got. But knowing in the back of our minds what we really have to do to achieve our big goals. So very happy. The team have done an incredible job. So a big thanks to them. And yeah, always a nice qualifying to end the year.
All right, well, 8th pole on the season, 9th year career. Congratulations. Best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Oscar P2 on the day, so close to that first pole position, but another front row start and a dream start for the McLaren team. Just condition we saw yesterday, a bit cooler, a bit windier. How tricky was it out there?
Yeah, it was a bit trickier today compared to last night, and yeah, I think we took a while to find our feet in qualifying, but we got there in the end, and yeah, great result for the team. So happy with that. Last lap, yep, I wish I probably could have had it again, but that's okay. P2 is still a good spot, and yeah, obviously for the team, you know, first and second is the dream at the moment. So let's keep it going for tomorrow.
You had that little situation there with the track limits where the lap was taken away, then it was reinstated. What's that conversation like between you and the engineer during that time where you're not sure if you get to keep the lap or not?
I mean, I didn't say much at the time, but I thought it was, if it was out, it wasn't by much, and clearly it was in by not much. So yeah, I just kept my head down and knew I had to try and do a good final lap. You know, my last lap was quicker anyway, but just not quite quick enough. So no, it was a bit of a tense moment, but it was a little bit reassuring knowing that I at least had that lap, but you know, I knew I had to try and find a bit more anyway.
The lockout of the front row, obviously great for the team, but how important is it in the last race of the season to end with a strong result to carry that momentum into the winter?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think we'll do whatever we can to make sure we win the championship, and that's by far the biggest goal tomorrow. You know, I'm sure we'd both love to win the race, but I'm sure everyone would love to win the championship even more. So we'll make sure that happens and have some fun tomorrow.
All right, best of luck. Congratulations, P2 Oscar Piastri. And lining up P3 for tomorrow's race, Carlos Sainz. Came into the weekend, McLaren looked like they had a decent amount of pace. You must be really proud to be just behind them in P3.
Yeah, I think we've made some good progress through the weekend. I think McLaren have showed all weekend that they are a bit of a step ahead compared to everyone, really, and we were just there behind 2-3 tenths off. When it came to Q1 and Q2, it looked like we were getting a bit closer. I put together some really good laps in Q1 and Q2, but then in Q3, when they put everything together, they still had this little advantage over us. Anyway, still a race to do tomorrow, and we will give it everything to see if we can win that race and give ourselves the best chance.
Yeah, constructors battle might be a tough ask for sure, but for you, heading into your last race with Ferrari, starting up on the second row there, how much would it mean to you to be able to sign off this chapter of your career with a win?
Well, I'm gonna give it everything, you know. Already today, I was pushing in qualifying like never before, you know, because I wanted the pole position and I wanted to give myself a good chance for tomorrow, as it might be my last battle for a win or for a podium in a while. But at the same time, yeah, enjoying as much as possible this last weekend, pushing flat out, and tomorrow, nothing to lose, so we will go for it.
And just finally, some of the emotions heading into that last race. Like you say, it's so important to end it on a high note. Is it tough to control the emotion and just focus on the job at hand?
If I'm very honest with you, I have not been very emotional this weekend, just because the level of focus is so high and there's so much at stake with the opportunity to win and to fight for the constructors, that I don't really get any time to really think about it and let it sink in. I'm pretty sure tomorrow before the race or after the race it will start to hit, but at the same time, yeah, I'm just gonna make the most out of it, keep enjoying these last few races like I've been doing up until now, driving well, and enjoy it.
All right, well, great effort today and best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Carlos Sainz.
There you go then, your top three in qualifying for the final time in 2024. Norris, Piastri and Sainz as well. Let's check in for the final results page. Norris, Piastri, Sainz, Hülkenberg, Verstappen, Gasly, Russell, Alonso, Bottas and Perez, your top 10. And then it's Tsunoda, Lawson, Stroll, Leclerc, Magnussen, Albon, Zhou, Hamilton, Colapinto and Doohan. But Leclerc has a grid penalty, as do the two Williamses, so that's actually going to bump Leclerc to possibly, well, he'll stay 20th no matter what. Colapinto will be 19th, Albon will be 18th, and 17th then technically would be Lewis Hamilton on the grid from that order of things going in. We'll wait for the official confirmation to come through. Let's wrap it up though. Omi, starting with you, final thoughts on quali.
Brilliant way to end qualifying in 2024. It leaves the set for some Grand Prix tomorrow. Really cannot wait. And excited to see Formula E in a bit as well, and of course F1 Academy first of all.
Jess?
What a qualifying from the McLaren drivers, I have to say. They really looked like they were unstoppable this weekend, and as long as they can keep this up, then it'll be their first constructors in since 1998, and it'll be amazing for them. But what I want to see is Hülkenberg on the podium. That's what I want to see tomorrow. So please manifest it and make it happen.
I'm with you on that, JT.
Dramatic qualifying session to round out the year of qualifying. A really good qualifying session. So many unpredicted items that made that qualifying session completely different to any other qualifying session that we had this year. And well, I am going to say this: don't miss tomorrow, because if this qualifying has said anything about what is going to happen tomorrow, is that there is drivers lower than they should be, drivers higher than they should be, you could argue, and they'll all meet in the middle. What could happen? You'll only have to see it for yourself.
Thanks, guys, for your company. And we've got F1 Academy coming up as well. Directly after, we'll be on at around about 4 o'clock for them, and then about 4:30, 4:40 will be on for Formula E and their build-up show as well. We'll hand over to Jess for the rest of F1 Academy if we need to. Thanks for your company, guys. We'll see you soon. Hulkenberg's been summoned to the stewards for overtaking the pit exit road, which is against the race director's notes. So Hulkenberg, that could be a fine. Remember, Max did it and got a fine back in Zandvoort. And Leclerc's going to start 19th on the grid because of Colapinto's penalty. So there's a bit of breaking news for you before we go off there. We'll bring you up all to date. We're on early tomorrow, 11:30 a.m. It's a 90-minute build-up show. We'll look at all the drama from the FIA in Qatar, as well as building up to the final race of the year. We'll hear from the drivers out on the track parade as well. It's going to be a big one. Join us tomorrow at 11:30 for the action. F1 Academy's next, and then later on, it's the first of season 11 of ABB FIA Formula E as well. Join us then. Take care. Bye-bye.